Speech on the Affairs in Kansas by Ralph Waldo Emerson. I think there never was a people so choked and stultified by forms. We adore the forms of law instead of making them vehicles of wisdom and justice. I like the primary assembly. I own that I have little esteem for governments. I esteem them only good in the moment when they are established. I set the private man first. He only who is able to stand alone is qualified to be a citizen. Next to the private man, I value the primary assembly, met to watch the government and to correct it. That is the theory of the American state, that it exists to execute the will of the citizens. It is always responsible to them and is always to be changed when it does not. First the private citizen, then the primary assembly, and the government last. Language has lost its meaning in the universal cant. Representative government is really misrepresentative. Union is a conspiracy against the northern states, which the northern states are to have the privilege of paying for. The adding of Cuba and Central America to the slave marts is enlarging the area of freedom. Manifest destiny, democracy, freedom. Fine names for an ugly thing. They call it otto of rose and lavender. I call it bilgewater. They call it chivalry and freedom. I call it the stealing all the earnings of a poor man, and the earnings of his little girl and boy, and the earnings of all that shall come from him, his children's children forever. But this is union, and this is democracy, and our poor people, led by the nose by these fine words, dance and sing, ring bells and fire cannon with every new link of the chain which is forged for their limbs by the plotters in the Capitol. In the free states, we give a sniveling support to slavery. The judges give cowardly interpretations to the law in direct opposition to the known foundation of all law, that every immoral statute is void. And here of Kansas the President says, let the complainants go to the courts, though he knows that when the poor plundered farmer comes to the court, he finds the ringleader who has robbed him dismounting from his own horse and unbuckling his knife to sit as his judge.